Hey guys, this is Roy here from RWilco12 and EpicDroid.com, bringing to you today a review on the KAKA backpack. This is another one in the line of the KAKA 2008 styles. The KAKA 2008 styles, I am a huge fan of them. I've actually got two other KAKA backpacks at this point, and despite the name, which as we know in several languages means chicken poop, it's an awesome backpack. This is probably my favorite one out of the three that I've got so far. The other two that I have, one of them is a much larger version of it. It is the first one I reviewed, and this is a heavy-duty KAKA 2008 style. As you can see, it's a much bigger backpack, and it's made more for the backpacker. It is a backpack that supports, it carries a laptop, it does everything else that this backpack does, but it has a bunch of extra pockets and it has a lot more storage capacity. This one's a little bit more of a compact backpack. It's for everyday use, but it can be used for other things like backpacking or camping, just with not as much room as the larger backpack does. The other one that I have is a black variant of this one. This one is a blue one, and I like the look of the blue a lot more than I like the black. It is a awesome looking backpack, and it has all the same features, and we're going to show you what those features are. So one of the things I neglected to do in some of my previous reviews was to actually show the bag in action and show what it can do. So I do want to show you guys that today, but I'm going to quickly show you some of the pockets, what they have, what they can do, and then I'm going to show you a little bit more of the bag in action here in a few seconds. So up here on the front, we have these little slots here. You can use those to put things in. I don't really use it for anything, but you can if you want to. Here at the top you have a carrying handle. This one is a padded one. It's a nice solid sturdy one that doesn't slip, it doesn't slide. It's attached to the bag very well. And then here you have one. This is one I use more for hanging. This is one I use for carrying. So if I want to hang the backpack up on something, I'll use this to hook it on the rack. It's the standard backpack strap there, but that way I'm not damaging the carrying handle when I'm not using it. Here on the front we have a pocket. This pocket goes in all directions, so it can be used for storage. It's deceptively small at first, just based off the zipper size, but there's so much storage room around it on the sides that it does provide a lot of extra storage capacity. Here we have the front pocket, or I guess the secondary front pocket, and this is the one where you can store all of your accessories. You go down here, it's a very deep pocket, and it goes all the way down to the bottom. You have a couple of different pouches here for storing phones, pens, diskettes, if you still use floppy disk, or or things like that. And then here you have the main pocket, and this main pocket has two different pieces. You have this one here, which is meant for storing laptops. It's a soft felt padded surface, whereas on this side you have just the standard whatever fabric that is. It feels kind of like a nylon there, but you have those, and then here on the side you have drink carriers. Here on the back of the pack, you have lots of padding. You have a hip pad or a back pad, lower back. Then you have your shoulder pads for on your shoulder blades right here. Here on the straps themselves, there is some padding, not as much as you have on the back and the lower back, but it does provide some additional padding there. You have these little spots where you can slide things through them to hold them, and you have some D-rings for hooking things onto. The straps are adjustable, so you can adjust the size of them. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to show you how this fits with the laptop. It is a laptop backpack, and that's actually what you guys heard just a second ago that fell over was my laptop. It was on the desk and just had a side here and it fell down. So we're going to put this here in the primary pocket, and as you can see, it does have a kind of a tight fit here. You just have to get the feet where they go. My laptop isn't a large laptop. It is about 15 inches by 10 inches and 0.75 inches, 0.7, so 3/4 of an inch thick. And so it is a very tight fit with that laptop. It's not a huge laptop, but it does have a little bit tight there on the sides of it. It fits, and it fits well. The more you use it, it stretches out just a little bit, and it gives you some more room, so it's easier to slide in and out. But it is kind of difficult to get in there initially. So if your laptop is bigger than 15 by 10 by 0.75, that is something that you want to look at. And I gave you the so this is 10, that's the 15.75 thick. Gave it to you that way instead of the diagonal, because diagonal, it doesn't always add up when you're using bags like this. So that's the first thing I put in there is my laptop. The next thing that we have is I like to take my charging cable for the laptop, and depending on what I'm doing, if I'm using the backpack for work, I'll take file folders and things and put them here in this front pocket. But if I'm not, I just slide that charging thing down in the bottom of that pouch, or alternatively I'll put it here in the bottom of this front one. So for this one, we're going to just put it in the front one, slide that on down in, and we're good to go. Now, another thing I like to do is I always like to go out and I don't know what I'm going to be running into, so I always take my tablet with me. My tablet, it's nice because even though it's a little bit tight on the sides, I can always slide that down here into the laptop pouch, and it does fit rather snugly. So that NVIDIA Shield tablet that I have, it's an 8-inch tablet, fits in there perfectly, and it doesn't have any give or sliding around. When I go out, I don't like to use the touchpad or the touchscreen most of the time. I prefer to use a mouse. Now this pocket here is labeled as a cell phone pocket, but I find it is the perfect size to fit my mouse. Then over here, we have another pouch. This pouch has a special purpose in that it holds my additional charging cables. So I always have two different devices with me, and depending on which device it is, it's either USB-C or a USB-A, or micro USB, but USB-A to USB-C or USB-A to micro USB. So I always carry around two charging cables with me. Because I don't like having to carry around multiple adapters, I have this awesome little thing here. It's an Initech adapter. It automatically detects the the rating that I need. I stick that here in that pocket. And depending on whether I'm working on development stuff or if I'm planning on doing some videos or whatnot, I always have an extra phone. And so here we have my Nexus 5X in my VRS design case. I slide that in, and I do a lot of writing. So I always like to carry around some extra pens and pencils. And I can't just have one pen because I kind of am OCD about my pens. So I have multiple pens, and I just slide those in there. Now I also have my headphones. I don't like my headphones getting tangled up with my other cables, so I will slide those in here into the zipper pouch. And it's a little bit tight just because I've got this Initech one in there. But it does fit, and then I can zip it up, and that way they're there if I need them. So then I can zip that up. Oh, whoop, I forgot two other things. I always need my Anker battery pack here, so if I'm running low on battery, I can have that. And I like to throw that here in this front pocket because I don't use it for much else. And then zip this pocket up, and let's say I'm going on a hike or I'm going to be out and about in the 100-degree weather that we're having here in Utah right now. I like to take a thing of juice with me. So I'm just going to take that, put that here in this juice pocket, which as you can see is a very large pocket, so it can hold even I think I got it with a Powerade bottle once. I'll have to try that when I have one with me, but I'm going to be extra thirsty, so I'm going to take two. And there you go. So I fit a ton of stuff in this bag, and as you can see, there's still plenty of room to put more in there, and it's an awesome way to store all the things that I know that I'm going to be needing as I'm out and about. This bag is an awesome bag. It is a durable bag. It's going to hold everything that you have and more. I love these KAKA bags. Thank you iBag Bar for sending this out to me. I do appreciate the chance to do this review. I'm going to have links to the product down in the description below. Hopefully you guys will order this bag and that you will like it as much as I do. If this video has been helpful to you, please give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and just make sure to follow us on Twitter and YouTube so you can stay up to date with our latest content. And as always, just want to say thank you for watching and have an awesome day.